Hello there, YouTube fans. It's time for me to start explaining in detail some of the specifics of Dr. Sebis. And I'm going to post many videos on YouTube. This is my heating pad. This is a comfort thing I've, over the years, as a kid, having sickle cell, just part of my thing I do, sit with my heating pad. It's so soothing to me, especially in wintertime. Cold temperatures. This is my fistula for dialysis. I'm trying to heal off of dialysis, and I believe I can do that. And you can too. Whatever disease you have, whatever ailment, trust and believe, there's a natural way to heal yourself. I'm talking a full all-around cure. This diet is called African Biological Mineral Balance, put together by Dr. Sebis. Now, Dr. Sebis has recently passed away, I believe, under circumstances that may be foul play. However, he is still living on within us, within this diet regimen he's developed. He was very important to me because he's shown me a lot. He's taught me a lot, and I haven't even met the man. All I've done is read and looked at a lot of his YouTube videos, a ton of them, and a lot of information I've gotten from friends like Z Maleki, Swazette Carlos, and a bunch of people. Crush Foster, he's a vegan chef, or Sebis approved chef, I should say. Dr. Sebis didn't use the word vegan. This is more extreme than vegan. There's no hybrid foods, no meats, no acidity whatsoever. Not to consume anyway. So, from that, you get the non-hybrid foods, the alkaline foods, non-detrimental to your health foods. This means you have to cut out all the meats. Dr. Sebis says no blood. No blood meaning yeast. You have to cook it. Pasteurization. You have to cook it to eat it. So, you got to get rid of all that acidic meat. Yeast, starch, sugars, all of that stuff that's not approved. It's not on Dr. Sebis' list. He's got a food list of all the approved fruits and vegetables. You need to follow that strictly to heal. Now, this transition won't be easy. It's very challenging. But in need of care, in need of healing, in need of losing weight, yeah, this is it. When you detox, you can lose a significant amount of weight from expelling the mucus. You'll see it floating in your stool. Little floaties, anything that floats, you don't want in your body. Because it's going to stay in your system, basically. It's going to cling to stuff. It's going to cholesterol. It's going to clog up your arteries. It's going to all that fatty, oily stuff you don't need. Only the approved oils for consumption are like coconut oil, but coconut oil is not for cooking. You need to use grapeseed oil, avocado oil, maybe hemp oil, or something like that for cooking. But vegetable oil, no. Peanut oil, no. Those other oils that they cook and use at fast food restaurants, like Crisco or lard or whatever you want to call it, no. Detrimental to your health. So basically, you're going to have to decide on your own how extreme do you want to go for your own healing. How extreme is the question. Can you leave alone the meats? Can you leave alone the starches? My challenge was with potatoes. I love potatoes and pastas. But there are alternatives. Wild grain pastas. You know, you have the spelt pastas, you have quinoa pastas, you have all the other pastas that taste just as good as your wheat-based pastas or your breads. There's plenty of other options than that yeast-filled bread. Spelt bread, quinoa, amaranth. Look up the wild grains. They're all on Dr. Sebis' approved list. So, next thing we're moving into is the mucus. Dr. Sebi says there's only one disease, and that's mucus. It's a hindrance. It's a resistor. Wherever it sits in the body, it's hindering from minerals getting to the cells. And it's stopping oxygen from reaching the cells. What does that mean? The cell is dying. It's struggling. And when it's dead, it's decomposing. Decomposition is a spiraling effect. All bad. All on the acidic side. I have a list of stuff that belongs on the acidic side. I'm talking GMO, everything. I even call hospitals, prescription drugs, doctors, insurance, FDA, you name it. It's all GMO. God move over. Genetically modified organisms. So take that and you lie to yourself and you still eat meat. I guess this ain't for you then. You don't want to heal. You don't want to lose weight. You got to put yourself to the test. It's going to take a while to transition to this. It's not going to happen overnight. Your healing is not going to happen overnight. You're going to be confused a lot. Expelling the mucus out of your system is bringing it into common areas, I like to call it. It's been stored away in your muscle fibers, in your organs, in your lymphatic system, in your respiratory system, and everywhere else, even in your brain. So basically, once you start expelling this out into the common areas, you get to feeling kind of icky and constantly spewing it out, sneezing, coughing up phlegm constantly. Just get it out your system. So when you detox with a proper tea, like linden flower, hawthorn, the list goes on and on. I got an apothecary of approximately 50 or so herbs, spices, and I tend to use some of the same stuff that's not approved, like honey. They say use agave, blue agave. It's just I don't know what it is about honey. I got a big, but We all have our challenges. We all have our devices. What do you need to cut out to heal? Well, if you stick to Dr. Sebis' list, it should be pretty simple. Your challenge is to leave alone the bad stuff. Just get rid of it. You got it in your refrigerator? Throw it away. Me being the person I am, I want to save everything in some kind of way. When I first started, I was like, I'm just eat the rest of this, and then after that, it's done. I ain't buying no more acid stuff. Which then I continued to eat the fast food still. I continued to eat. And it was just doing me no good. 9 months into this thing, I finally figured it out. I was doing too much harm to myself. That's why I wasn't progressing. But about a month ago, when I had my last transfusion, I told myself, no more meats. Nada, nothing. And I was so hip on shrimps and crab and lobster. And me being somewhat an Israelite, I know there ain't no bottom feeders. The bottom of the barrel feeder is good for me. It says in the Bible, no bottom feeders. Really, it shows you in the Bible that you're supposed to be vegetarian in many parts. But anyway, that's all. What I'm trying to tell you is, get with the group, focus. They're doing a fast right now. They got a fast starting on the 15th. There's a bunch of individuals focusing, buckling down, doing what it takes. Detoxing with herbs, herbal teas. No, I'm not talking about green tea. I'm not talking about black tea. I'm talking about sarsaparilla, burdock, nettle, lily of the valley, dandelion root, cascara sagrada, ginger, clove, dill, basil. Oh yeah, basil. Cook with basil. Coconut oil. It's good to consume to coat the insides. Now that's one oil that is approved, but it's not approved for cooking. Don't cook with it. And so, in conclusion, you got to find your willpower. You got to find your want, your need, your inspiration to follow this extreme regimen. It is extreme. It's very hard. But once you get into it, it'll be the love of your life. You'll speak about this to everybody because you want to see everybody heal. I'm sure everybody has a loved one that they don't want to see in the hospital or any kind of crisis state. Cancer, diabetes, lupus, AIDS, my sickle cell, me being on dialysis. Who has those diseases? Some are easy to get rid of, some are harder, but they're all easy to get rid of, all easy to heal. Everything from mental stability to scars and skin rashes. You talk about gout, gout is easy. Uric acid. Just got to get rid of that. That's simple. Simple. Arthritis in your knuckles. Depending on how far along you got, because I've seen people with their knuckles kind of twisted like. Well, that'll take a lot more healing, but it's possible. It takes 365 days for all the cells to regenerate in the proper conditions. You have to have the minerals, and you have to have a cleansed palate. You have to have clean surface areas in the body. You ever seen a wound? The wound has to be clean to heal. Now, if it's got a dirty bandage or it's got some dirt or anything around it, that's why it's important for those nurses to come in and make sure your bandages are changed daily. If that's not done, that wound's going to get infected. It's going to continue to just blister and bleed and look pretty terrible. Almost make you want to throw up. Well, in a sense, that's the same thing that's going on in your body. In my body, I'm aware that my kidney is diseased. It looks terrible. If you look up a picture of a diseased kidney versus a nice, healthy kidney, you can look and see that healthy kidney is, it's like, it doesn't have a smell to it. It doesn't make you want to turn the other way because it looks, it doesn't affect you any. Look at that diseased kidney, about dang near want to throw up. You can see the putridness of it. You can see the smell. You can see the just decomposition that's entered into that space. It needs to come out. It's all gunked up in there, all hard as a rock, solid. You gotta, some kind of way, break it down and get it out of your system. Now, there are specific herbs that can get directly to the specific organs that you're looking to cleanse. I use a number of things to get into my kidney. Linden flower, watermelon seeds. I use watermelon seed powder. There's a lot of other things, a ton of other things that help with all the different organs. Basically, you want to supply the organs with what they like to have. The brain likes to have magnesium. So, for cleansing, you just got to figure out the herbs. It takes a lot of research. I've been studying this for a good time. And with the help of my friends I mentioned earlier, I think I'm getting there. And one day I'm hoping I can heal my kidneys. I truly do believe here shortly I can get off of dialysis. When I do, it's going to be pretty awesome. So, let me wrap this up. I hope y'all can buckle down, endure through the ups and downs, feeling the mucus and the acid that's been released into your system. Get by it. Detox with your teas. Thank you.